Yeah. Sean, what's up?
Stigmatism, man, what's up? Do anything. Tism, man, what's up?
Okay. What is it, man?
Stigmatism in my soul.
Okay. You got it, man?
Do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
You sure?
Put your mind to it. Do anything.
But what if it's hard, though, man?
If it's hard, it's gonna be hard. If it's easy, it's gonna be easy. It's all about what you think.
Okay, I can dig that.
Yo.
Love you, Sean.
Me too.
Yo.
Stigmatism in my soul, man. Window cleaner with soul. You see it, you hear it.
Dopest channel.
Dopest channel on YouTube.
You hear it.
You hear it. You see it. Shout out
Thanks for
to
coming
all
to
the
channel,
subscribers.
y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Shout
Thank
out
you.
to all the subscribers.
Shout out to all the subscribers, man.
Peace.
Peace out.
Yo, Kurt, Michael Bernard, the Merc Crew, CC300, early birds catching the worm. Early birds catching the worm. Yo. Sean G, live on the microphone, August the 12th, 2021. It was 103 degrees in New Jersey today, and it is currently 94 degrees in my living room right now where I sit with all these lights on me and this fan blowing on me, but it still don't stop nothing, baby. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. Yo, Thursday night, this is the special series I do every Thursday night, or I have been doing it. This is the third Thursday in a row that I've been doing this segment called Starting Over from Scratch. And what I've been doing is, let me finish that first, and then I'll tell you about why it's so hot in here. Remind me to tell you why it's so hot in here. Let me tell you why it's so hot in here. I only could have one air conditioner running in this apartment complex that I live in because the electricity is so old. If I put an AC in Sean's room, in my room at the same time and run them both, it knocks the power out. It knocks the fuse out. So that's why I can't do that. So I got one AC in my room, and you know, it kind of cools my room, and then Sean will come in, he spend time in there, and then it cools down by that night, then he goes in his room. So that's why it's so hot in here, because I can't have a lot of ACs going because it knocks the fuse box out. Shout out to the old school, dilapidated electrical equipment in my apartment complex. Every Thursday, well, for the last 3 Thursdays, I've been doing a segment called Starting Over from Scratch. And what I've been doing is calling guys that I was in prison with that came home from prison with nothing, and you have to start your life all over from scratch. That was my story. I didn't go to prison for as long as a lot of these guys went, but the story and the pressure is still the same. So tonight, man, I got a very, very special guest. This is a brother that I did time with. Me and him was at Morgantown together. This was my workout partner. This is the dude I worked out with. We didn't work out every day. We worked out together every Sunday, for sure. And during the week, because we used to go out and do the 10 sets of 10 pull-ups, push-ups, and dips at the end of the day during the week. But we had our own car in the weight pit on Sundays. We called it National Heavy Day. We bench pressed, and this is a dude, man, that I spent a lot of time with. So I'm going to get him on the phone. We're going to get right into it. And I hope everybody's doing well. My Patreon channel is the Patreon channel with soul. So patreon.com/the Patreon channel with soul. Gunby Publishing, Big Cartel. My books are there. You could go get the books. Let me get my Cash App up here. I should have did that already. Let me see. What's going on, y'all? Everybody good? There we go. All right, so we got everything up, man. Shout out to everybody that's here. Everything is cool. Let me get my man Mr. on the phone. We could take off. Subscribe to the Patreon channel with soul. It's $5 a month. I put exclusive content over there. If you sign up for the yearly subscription, it's $55. You get all the content. You pay one time, $55. You don't have to pay no more, and you get all the content for the whole year. And I'm going to be running a special soon, a deal. I'm going to be giving out a free T-shirt. If you sign up for the $55 annual joint, I'm going to send you a free T-shirt. So you spend $55, you get a $25 shirt. So it's really you only spending $30, so you get a 40% discount on the price. So it's definitely worth it. But I didn't do that yet, so just chill for a minute. But let me get my man Mr. on the phone. And let's take off.
Hello.
Yo, Mister.
What's up with you, man?
What's going on, man? We live on the air, man. We live on the air, man.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
All right. Hey, man, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the room, man. Rod Durham, I see you out there in Colorado, hard body training. I see you over there in Brooklyn. Y'all, man, I got a very special guest on the phone with me tonight, man. This is a brother, man, I did 15 months at Morgantown, 16 months. I probably met him. Mister, when you got to Morgantown, in November or December? Or 14?
Man.
Or you can't remember?
I want to say it was, I can't remember for real, man.
Yeah, because I got there in October, and I know you had got there not too, because I was still sleeping on top of my man. I was sleeping next to you at that time, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You was bunking with Goose, right?
Right. I was sleeping with Goose. So that was in October, and I stayed there. It was less than a month because I got up out of there. He was snoring so bad, so I got up out of there. So yeah, y'all, this my man here, man. I've been knowing this brother, man. I did my whole bit with this guy, man, and he's a good dude. Like I say, he was my workout partner. So, Mr. Man, listen, the name of this segment, man, the name of this show I do is called Starting Over from Scratch. This is the third episode. I had a couple of brothers on. Both of them did Fair Time. You might remember Kev from St. Louis. He slept down there in Sea Wing. He used to wear the glasses, used to do the stock market stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I had him on there, and I had another dude on here too as well. So you the third one. So what I do is I like to first of all, can we get into your case and talk a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, ain't no problem.
Okay. Where you from, man? Originally?
Originally from Ben Harbor, Michigan.
Okay. You caught your case in Michigan?
No, I caught my case in Missouri. Yeah, I caught my case down in Missouri.
Okay. What kind of case you had?
Trafficking. Trafficking case.
Okay. How old were you when you caught that case?
There was, let me see, 2009. I would say 2007. I'd say I was 27.
27 years old.
Yeah, at the time. Yeah, I was 27 at the time.
Just out there running wild like we do in our 20s, just getting as much money as we possibly can.
Yeah, that was the life. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Now what did they actually? So they charged you with was in a conspiracy, or did you get what was your charge?
No, I was on the case by myself. Yeah, I was set up by informant. Yeah, I was on the case by myself. I was set up by a federal informant.
Somebody you knew, or?
Yeah, somebody I had been dealing with had got jammed up, and pretty much I didn't know at the time that the person had been jammed up, and they turned me over to get out the trouble they was in.
They fucked you around.
Oh yeah, most definitely. 144 months fuck around.
So you got 104.
Yeah.
How much drugs did they charge? They charge you with crack or powder cocaine?
It was crack. It was ended up. It was probably like I would say about like an ounce and a half overall. Like as far as with the transactions that was made, like it was about like an ounce and a half total of crack cocaine.
So an ounce and a half from a federal informant, and you got 144 months.
Yeah, I got 144 months for that.
12 years.
Yeah.
For an ounce and a half of crack.
Yeah.
No weapon, non-violent, they didn't no gun on you, nothing like that?
Well, to keep it 100 though, this was my third case. I had two prior state cases before this before my federal indictment. So pretty much them two state cases made it the way it was. I probably would have had a better shot. I probably would have came out with lesser time without the prior conviction. Pretty much I was careered out. Once I did get caught, I was careered out by the federal government.
Okay, so the two state cases pushed your category over. What was your category 3?
No, it pushed me as far as
on the guideline sheet.
Yeah, career offender, it pushed you like all the way out. It pushed you way out. It pushed you, I want to say like 5. I was in category like 5 or 6. It's like it put with enhancement, with a career offender enhancement, it pushed you like on the end. You're going on the end and down on the time sheet. You're going far out and then drop it all the way down to the bottom with being a career offender.
Right. So, all right. So you get jammed up with this ounce and a half of crack from a federal informant. Somebody you knew didn't tell you. They got jammed up and end up ratting on you. And then you get all this time. Now, you're 27. They give you 144 months. What's going through your mind at this time?
Like what was going through my mind, like pretty much like shit. I mean, I know I got to do this time. I ain't finna tell. You know what I mean? I know I'm finna do at least 10 of it.
Right.
I know I'm finna do at least 10 flat. So pretty much I know I'm looking like shit. I'll be home around 37, coming home with nothing. I mean, I got time to sit and think and get my shit together. Like I say, this was my third time. My first case was when I was 17, and pretty much on up to my last case was 27. So pretty much I've been in it for a while. Been in it since I was 17.
Mm-hmm. So you got this time. Damn, I was finna ask you a question. Maybe it'll come to me. All right. So now, during your case, did the feds step to you and ask you to cooperate and become an informant to lessen your time? Was that offered to you?
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's been offered to me since day one to get in trouble, but the feds offered soon as they caught up with me, because I had went on the run for a year, and then once they actually finally caught me, I was up here in Michigan. Like I said, I caught my case in Missouri, but I came up here to Michigan and was on the run in Michigan. And when they finally picked me up, that's the first thing. Like, as soon as they had me in custody, that's the first thing they were talking about. Like, I mean, what information you got for us, who you can, who you got to tell on and shit like that. And I just let them know, like I always do, let them know, like, y'all got the wrong one. I mean, y'all got me fucked up. Excuse my language, but I mean, and once I tell them that, and they see that I'm straightforward with it, ain't no, no matter what you can say after this, it's irrelevant. But I'm letting you know I'm not one of them guys. And once I say that, they ain't no more talking like, okay, you finna go do all your time, and that be that. You know what I mean?
Right. So what was the first compound they sent you to?
The first compound I went to was Oakdale, Louisiana.
Okay, that was
Oakdale, Louisiana.
Was that a medium?
It was a medium, and they turned it to a low, but it was still pretty much guys there with over 20 years. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, they still had medium guys there. You know, the lows only go up to a certain amount of time.
Right.
To be at a low, but it was still like it was low/medium.
Right, but a lot of them guys with that big time was still on the compound.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of guys still there that actually like had some time. Yep.
What's the difference between the state, your experience between a state bid and a federal bid? And the the inmates, the respect level, the whole shit, man.
I would say like the difference with me is it's like the federal is more like they own like grown man. Don't get it wrong, it be bullshit happening there. You still got some bullshit guys that be on bullshit. But at the same time, it's more like it's grown men, and the respect level is at an all-time high. Like in state, in state, the respect thing is constant fights. Is all they doing is fighting all day because of respect thing, and people jumping in front of you in the child line, which you could never do that at the federal system without getting addressed. Like, I mean, you would know better not to do it. I mean, as soon as you hit the compound, your homeboys will let you know what you can do and what you can't do, because you'll put everybody at risk. I mean, as far as with your homeboys that's from your state or your city that you're from. But it was more like overall like a respect thing, man. Like the time was like laid back. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what I got out of being from the state to being in federal prison.
Yeah. So after you left Louisiana, where did you go?
After I left Louisiana, I went to let me see. I went to what is the prison in Yankton, South Dakota, Yankton. They shipped me to South Dakota.
South Dakota.
It's a prison in South Dakota called Yankton. It's a low/camp. It's a big ass camp. For real, that's basically what it is.
They had weights over there?
Oh yeah, they had weights. They had weights in the inside. They had a gym. Like, actually, like it was crazy. It was like, because the gym was like, the prison sitting right in the middle of this little city called Yankton, and you like to go to the chow room or to go to the gym, you actually crossing a public street. I mean,
Really?
you actually crossing the public street to go to the chow room or to go to the gym every day. It's pretty much it. Like I said, we're sitting right in the middle of this little town called Yankton.
Right. Hard Body, thank you for that super chat, man. Shout out to Hard Body, man. Y'all check Hard Body's YouTube channel out. Hard Body Training on YouTube. Hard Body Training on Instagram. Hard Body, thank you for that super chat, man. Appreciate you. So now, Mister, your mindset, you know, you get this time, you start and you in Louisiana, then you go to South Dakota. After you left South Dakota, is that when you went? Where'd you come after that? You went to Morgantown after that?
No, I went to Kentucky after that. I went to Kentucky. It was called Manchester.
Mm-hmm.
There was another camp. They got a camp in where they got a medium high and a camp together in Manchester, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then so now, are you moving? Are you requesting these moves, or they just moving you on their own?
They pretty much, I was requested to get closer to home, but it's like I never got caught a break. I mean, every time I get closer to put in closer to home, I always get sent for a nice way from home. But yeah, I always put in to get closer. That's the thing to do. Good conduct, you know, they tell you good conduct will get you closer to home in 18 months. And 18 months come, they shoot me to somewhere else. Out of the 3 spots I put in closer to home, because where I caught my case at actually had a lot of prisons that's like in the area,
Right.
not too far from home. But I never caught that break.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, everybody hit that like button for me, man. Thanks for coming in. I got 22 of y'all in here. I only got 10 likes. Please hit that like button for me, man. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button already. Appreciate you. Now, Mister, your mindset, you go in at 27 and you doing this time, are you changing mentally, physically, spiritually while you doing this time, or you just on like some bullshit, you know?
No, really, at the same time, once I found out that I had a federal indictment, like, I mean, I knew it was pretty much I was going to be gone for a long time. And then I went on the run. So my thinking process changed and started as far as the way I was when I was on the run. I was already planning my life after getting out of prison. I was already like planning it on the run. I hadn't even made it to prison yet. My mindset had already changed to where I know, like, it wasn't as far as I was like scared, or I would say nothing like that, because I know what it is. You got a federal indictment, you're going to be gone for a long time, especially a person like me that's a career offender, the statute that they got. So I know pretty much in some guys that I sold drugs with that was already in the federal system was letting me know, like, yeah, they finna knock you out of space. But yeah, it had changed like before I even got there. So basically, like when I first found out I was getting federal indictment all the way up to my release, I was putting my life together, like coming up out of the I don't give a fuck about coming to jail for selling dope. I'm gonna sell dope ever. That mentality had left when I was on the run, not even before I even got to prison. Because my kid's mama, she was pregnant. She had my son out a week after I got called off the run, and pretty much it was all about him. Because like I say, the whole time, most of the time that I was on the run, she was pregnant with my son. So all this going in, and it was a lot going on. And I know I still, no matter what was going on good for me out in the streets, I still got to go do this at least a dime,
Right.
at least 10 years. I know this.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you only got to spend 1 week with your son before you got jammed up?
Yep. It's crazy because I went back down to the hometown on the run. I'm still on the run. I went back down to the hometown because my kid's mama, she had been running back and forth on the highway coming to see me up here in Michigan.
Uh-huh.
And I had went down there I had snuck up on my mom and dad. They didn't know because they wouldn't have wanted me to come back there no way. So I just snuck up. I just snuck in on them and seen my talked to my mom and dad and then once I came back and they told me to go on back to Michigan, and I went back like the following day, and that morning going to the store to get some cigars and shit. Police pull up on me. It was on a known dope spot that I've been in and out of the whole time I was on the run. And that morning it was like they pulled up on me and took me in custody.
That was it. And then your son was born that week.
Yep.
And that once they took you, you didn't see the streets no more.
No, I ain't see the streets no more. It was pretty much it was over with.
So
I would say like, yeah, go ahead.
Did you get to see your son at all before they picked you up?
No, I hadn't even. Matter of fact, yeah, I did because once I got shipped back to. They put me on a plane and took me back to Missouri, where I called my case at. That's where I was gonna get my time at. And they took me back, and I was in a lit like holdover detention center or whatever. And my kids, my mama brought my son up there
to see him.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So now you doing this time, and then eventually you get to Morgantown. Morgantown was your last spot?
Yeah, Morgantown was my last spot before being released.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you get to Morgantown, now you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know that you're getting ready to go home. Are you psychologically getting yourself together to? I mean, you've been. Well, how much would you do? 9 years or 10 years?
Right at 10. Yeah.
Right at 10.
Right at 10.
So, what is your mindset, man? You've been going 10 years. You getting ready to get released. I mean, what the fuck is going through your mind, man?
Man, it was a lot because you pretty much know my situation. Like, I lost my mama when I was in Manchester, Kentucky. So
your mom's
hit
passed?
me hard. Yeah, my mom passed while I was in federal prison.
Did you put in a request to go?
Yeah, I put in a request to go, and it was crazy because when I left from Oakdale. No, when I left from
Yankton
to go to South Dakota, to go to Manchester, they gave me a day and a half furlough, which meaning they'll put you on a Greyhound. They'll pretty much they give you a bus ticket, give you money to get food, and they'll put you on a Greyhound to go to the prison. And they give you a time frame, and you got to be at that prison within that time frame. And pretty much a furlough is when they trust you. I'm lowest custody in the federal system is what you capsize. It's a point system. And my points were low enough to where I'm in a prison that don't got a gate around it, that you can actually walk off and leave and jump in the car with somebody and just go if you wanted to. Mm-hmm. But like once I got there, and then which my mom was sick the whole time, because when I left, I know it had to be God, because they had changed my bus schedule, and somehow I was going through Chicago, so I had a layover in Chicago for like 4 hours. So I let my sister, I'm like, bring mama to me. At the time, my mama was real sick then. She was real sick. I said, bring her to me. And they changed my bus schedule like a day before. Like they changed my whole bus route because I had let my sister know, like, damn, I ain't gonna be able to see y'all because I'm too far away or too far out in transit to the way I'm going. So I was gonna have to come to the prison. But somehow it changed, and I got to see my mom in Chicago at my layover. They brought my mama to me here from Kalamazoo, Michigan. And once I finally went on and went to Manchester, probably I would say 3 weeks to a month later, my mama passed. So I'm knowing like, oh yeah, they're gonna let me go see my mama because they just, I was just out on the furlough and made it to where I was supposed to go. I didn't get in no trouble. I got on the bus and went to where they wanted me to go.
Right.
But then I talked to my caseworker and he like the warden said that I was like, I guess high risk or something. When I say I'm in the lowest custody or it's a few things that they threw at me as far as which I know was some bullshit. And they wouldn't let me. They denied for me to go to my mama funeral. They denied me.
Yeah. I heard a lot of them stories, man. So you getting ready to get out? You know, you okay? So you was telling us about your mindset getting right. You getting ready to get out. You're doing 10 years. Like, what's going on in your mind? What you're going to do when you get out? This kind of thing.
Pretty much I know like I was coming home to nothing. You know what I mean? I didn't have I had a little money that I had saved up in there, but pretty much I'm coming home to nothing. My plan was so they gave me 9 months halfway house. And I'm like, in this 9 months, I'm gonna give me a crib. I got a job 3 weeks after I was home. Because my nephew had already got me hooked up at the job he was at, and I'm still at the same job now. Been there pretty much since I've been home.
And they know about your background. They know about your background and everything.
Oh yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't care nothing about where I'm at. They don't care nothing about pretty much. You guys, I don't know. It's a lot of felons they don't care nothing about your background. It has to be something real serious. In a federal dope case, it's ain't nothing that they gonna even think about not hiring you for.
Right. So you got a job 3 weeks after you get out and you still on that same job.
Oh, yeah, I'm still on that same job and I done moved up. I came home making $12 when I first came home from prison. And now I moved way on up within the 5 years that I've been there. And yeah, pretty much I done moved up in the company from where I was at when I first came home.
Right. Now, Mister, I watched you work at Morgantown. I watched you worked in the kitchen. You was the butcher, right?
Yeah, yep.
And I watched your work ethic as far as your discipline of getting up, going to work every morning. Y'all used to get up 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And you go to work, then you come back, you take your nap, and then you worked out. Now, that level of discipline, did you bring that with you to the street?
Oh, most definitely. I haven't. It's been the same. As far as my woman and pretty much anybody that know how I am out here, I don't use no time. I don't use no alarm clock or nothing like that. I'm still in the same pattern that I've been doing for years in the joint. I just brought it out here with me, and it's still I haven't missed a beat. It's still the same thing as far as the workout and the going to work and on time and everything is still pretty much the same.
So you don't show up to work. You don't show up to work late and nothing like that. Miss days.
Oh no, never. No, oh no, never. It's just like in there, which you would get rolled up or something if you for being late for work or something. But just like you'll get a point or something out here, but it just I'm just on point because everything. My plans consist of doing everything like it's supposed to be done. No slacking nowhere with me. Everything is full force. I know I got to get to go in here and do my job. I know I got to get up and do the work on time. I know what I got to do. Is pretty much it was like I say. I had already set my mind to know this is what you got to do. It's got to be done.
Yeah. Wow. So you come home to how long you stayed in the halfway house?
I stayed in the halfway house, I want to say for I had 9 months. They gave me 9 months halfway house, but I stayed in there for I want to say 60 days, between 60 and 90 days. And by then, it's I got my apartment, I got blessed to get an apartment right at the last minute, right before I got up out the halfway house, to be able to step straight out the halfway house into my own apartment.
To your own apartment. So 10 years in prison, come home, 60 days in the halfway house. Around 61st to 66th day, you step into your own apartment.
Yeah.
And you got a full-time job 3 weeks after you get out.
Yep.
And a job that you're still on.
Job that I'm still on.
And you got yourself in a position now where you ready to buy a house. I think you talked to me about that.
Yeah, I've been like my goal that I had set was to be able to buy a house in 5 years. The 5 years of just getting home and getting myself together. I gave myself time to get myself together. Yeah, I'm actually like in a position now, ready to buy a house. It's just like right now, it's just that the market is messed up, which I done been approved for the money to get the house. Credit score A1, the bank account good. But it's just like it's the process of the way the home buying is right now.
So you got a great credit score. You got the down payment money. You already pre-qualified, pre-approved for the loan. You just in the position now where you just looking for something to come available for you to buy.
Yeah. Like I done overbid it on like 2 or 3 houses, but somebody always overbid me. Like I said, just the way the house market is right now. Yeah. It's kind of hard it's a little hard to where you pretty much you're gonna be paying like probably I would say about like 50,000 over it if to be lucky to get it, to like outbid somebody and be able to get the house.
Wow. Yeah, man, that's dope, man. That's dope. You know, I tell y'all all the time, man, that if you really put your mind to something, man, and shout out to my nigga Mister, man. You know, I mean, y'all just heard the whole story, man. I'm not gonna recount it for you, man, and rehash it. You heard it, but the brother does 10 years in the feds, gets out, gets a job in 3 weeks, leaves the halfway house, gets his own apartment, and now 4 or 5 years later, great credit, down payment money, pre-approved for a mortgage, looking for a house. So there's really, you know, you can do anything you want to do. There's really no excuses, man. Mister, what do you think about the excuses that people make out here, man, that don't have no felony jacket, no felony convictions? You know, they just, and you didn't come home and you didn't pass them up like they standing still, man.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, and there are like dudes that was coming in like right at the time of going home. They was pretty much like alerting me for them type of guys and people that's out here like that. So when I got out here and seen it, I just got out and shot up past a lot of dudes that ain't even been to prison. You know what I mean? And just shot by them. It just pretty much it's just they don't want it. They're not like hungry. You know what I mean? But they can see it in me, like he hungry. Like, and his pattern, like his drive ain't changed since he's been home. It's going on 5 years and he still got the same drive. So pretty much his mindset is that's his mindset. It can't be penetrated or be threw off. Ain't nothing can throw it off or nothing. It's pretty much is locked in.
Where did that mindset come from, Mister? And what is it? You just locked in? Where did that come from, man?
I mean, it's pretty much, man, like same way I would say, like with me working out, like the story you hear and the joint is guys, man, you get out here and get this job and start messing with these women. You ain't gonna be able to keep working out. You ain't gonna be able to do this. You're gonna stop doing that. You're gonna be back getting high, or drinking or clubbing. But I pretty much like, I try to like stay away from guys like that during my time, because I can already see, you can talk to them and I can already see where you at. And you talking to me like that, I pretty much already know like what type of one of them guys you is. Like you, I mean, with your mindset like that, you pretty much you going out there to fail. You know what I mean? With a mindset already like that in the joint, you already ready to go home and fail because you thinking like that. And the way you thinking, that's what you're gonna come out with. If you running with people or weak for females or weak to get influenced by being a follower, you know what I mean? You're gonna drown. You're gonna drown out here real easy, quick.
Now, Mr. Before you caught your case, when you was out there running around at 25 years old, 24, 26, you was hitting the club scene, smoking weed, drinking, and all that.
Well, I wouldn't really say like I hit the club, but that's really like never been my thing to be out in crowds, to go to parties and stuff like that.
Neither.
That's never been me. That's never been me. And alcohol wasn't my thing. I smoked weed, but other than that, I had never did nothing else. But you always been like pretty much like laid back to myself type of person. Like I had a few people that I did talk to or hang around from time to time, but always been like a to myself like person. Oh man.
Yeah. So you ain't smoking no weed now. You ain't doing none of that now.
Oh no, I ain't know. I mean, like I'm focused, man. I got with weed and anything else that it's not. It can't fit in on what or get in on what I got going on for myself. I gotta like stay focused because everything that my thought pattern and my tunnel vision is as far as getting right. I'm headed that way. I'm pretty much there. You know what I mean? So no distractions. I feel like getting high or whatever. That's a distraction to me. 10 different women is a distraction to me. It's just pretty much I'm focused, man, and I don't. It can't be broke. That's what I mean by it can't be broke. Like I'm focused. Like you can't get in.
Now, now on the workout tip, now me and you used to work out on Sundays, National Heavy Day on the bench press, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Pull-ups, push-ups, and dips, at the end of the day. Now you were a workout monster in there, man. As far as your drive and your discipline to work out and get your physical body in shape, how did that help you do your bid, and how did it help you mentally? And then is it still a part of your life now?
With me, man, it's like a feeling that I never felt before. Like the way that I feel and I look, like it's like I would say like the best thing that happened to me in my bid is to be able to work out like I was doing, and actually wasn't doing it because I was locked up. Like a lot of other guys were just pretty much doing it.
They just bidding.
They just bidding. But with me, it's pretty much like once I like got into it and liked it, it's been pretty much it's a lifetime thing for me. Like I haven't same thing I was doing. I haven't missed a beat out here doing the same thing. Like I say, my pattern is still the same pattern.
Yeah, my man. Hey, Mr. Man, nigga got that motherfucking Fed look, man. Hey, man. Nigga got that motherfucking Fed look. Hey, man. Hey. Hey, man. Tell him about that, man. I didn't. You know my channel, man. I didn't come up with a whole brand behind it, man. Remember we used to get in the mirror and say that shit, man?
Yeah, we did. It was brought up, like I said, like, man, like the state, and that's another thing, the state is different from the federals. Like in the state, is guys like they look. That's why the name Fed look like niggas actually like got that federal look as far as working out compared to a state guy that come out too big and stomach big as his chest and arms. But the federal look niggas coming out lean and nice looking overall, not the way they look presentable in some nice clothes. Not all that the bulky look like, as I would say, as far as like with the state and the federal look. That's what that Fed look. I mean, it's a totally different look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Totally different look.
Yeah. Hey, man, what you got to give, Mr. You how old are you now? 37, 38?
I'm 40 now.
40?
I'll be 41 next month. Yeah.
What you got to give, man, to the young dudes, man? And I know we got to let them go through their process, and we don't want to run down on them, but the dudes that's 19, 20, 21, 22, man, what you got to give them, man, based on your 40 years on this joint, man?
Man, I always give them like I tell them, like, I'm not just talking or just saying this because I'm where I'm at now, but I've been in y'all's shoes, and don't get me wrong, it's this shit is mental. All this shit is mental. If your mind is strong, you'll be in and out the system until you 70 and 80. Like you know what guys in that 60 and 70 and still had 10 left and been in there already for 20. It's a mind thing, man. Your mind got to be overall over everything, man. Your mind got to be strong, man. You got to be strong. If not, man, you'll be in and out that system. Oh man, you got to be strong. If not,
my bad, Mister. I hit the thing. My fault. You still there?
Yeah, man. That's what I get the young guys, man. The way you just gotta like now. I see a lot of young guys that's moving like I was moving, man. And I try to pretty much let them know, like, man, I done been there. I made it out. I mean, I was blessed to make it out without getting a 30 or 40 year sentence. You know what I mean? And coming out at 50 or 60. I was blessed to come out at the age I came out, man, after being a career offender, 3-time loser in the system for the same thing, the same pattern. You know what I mean? With the insanity thinking, doing shit and respecting different results. Like I can't be caught or I'm a move slicker this time. But the whole time it's designed like if you in it, it's like just like their conviction rate, it's a 99% chance. Just like the federal conviction rate, it's a 99% chance you're going down or you're gonna go to the graveyard. Them the two options you got.
Yeah. What was some of the longest sentences you heard niggas had in there when you throughout your whole bid?
Man, it was like unbelievable time because they got a holdover place in Oklahoma, and you could come through there with 100 years as far as adding up the months and whatever it comes to in months. And dudes, it's like it wasn't no cap. There's no cap on the sentence of who come through there. Like the worst people in the world come through Oklahoma. You know what I mean? So I heard a lot of numbers.
That's that transfer facility.
Center. Yeah, that your feet never touch the ground. Yeah, dudes come through there with a whole bunch of time, man, and I'd be like, damn, it's like I really felt lucky with my 12.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that was the saying in there. If you got 10, if you get 10 in the Fed, you was lucky. You know what I mean? But that's just what the saying was. But yeah, man, the numbers in there, like especially coming through the transition, the guys in there, man, had unbelievable time. Like I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, but
the government ain't playing. The government, he ain't playing, man.
Nah, they not playing. They not playing. Yo, man, Mister, man, thank you for coming on the show, man. What about your workout routine? So you work out? How many days a week you work out?
I get in there at least 3 to 4, sometimes 5. I double up on the weekend. Like I say, man, my drive, it's like I don't feel good. Like working out, whichever. If I miss one of them, I don't feel good at all. You know what I mean? It's like I got to go do it.
Yeah.
It's like that's my drive to where ain't no laying at home or I'm not going to gym or I'm not going to work today. It's like I get sick if I don't do it. You know what I mean? So that's how pretty much how strong my drive is with working out. Like I say, I ain't missed a beat, man, as far as working out with doing 12 hours a day at work. 6 days a week, but I still get my workout in. It's mandatory, like going to work. When I first stepped out, this working out is mandatory. Besides everything else, I got to get this in. This is health. Health is the top of the wealth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Health is number one of the wealth.
Yeah.
But out here, it's not. You know what I mean? But I know, it's out here in the
But I know better.
It's not.
I know better.
Yeah, we know better. You know what I mean? We know. I mean, we sticking to what we know, and it's facts. It ain't no opinion. Like, who don't want to be healthy? Like, who
don't want to look good?
Be healthy? Who don't want to wake up every day feeling good? You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, who don't want that?
Right. Rarely get sick. None of that.
Right. None of that. The virus, like, I respected it, but I didn't respect it. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't none that I was worried about, like, coming in, because it's like, it's something that you ain't gonna come in. You ain't gonna want to come in there. It's everything is super healthy. everything is great. The doctor said everything great.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing missing a beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, so you hitting the gym or you doing calisthenics?
I do both. Now, you know, I still do my sprints. I only do just same way in the joint. I only do cardio in the summertime. I run hills. I do sprint up hills all summer, and in the wintertime, I pretty much I stay lean all year round. My look don't change no matter what I eat. You know what I mean? But overall, I try to eat healthy. But my look, like, locked in, is broke. I'm broke looking like this. You know what I mean? And that's what I want. I mean, that's what it is.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, my man, my nigga Mister, man. Live on the air, man. Yo, Mister, man, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Hey, you know, it's all good, all love, man. You already know,
all
man.
All love, nigga. You already know. Hey, y'all, man. Mister, I'm going to holler at you later on, man. I appreciate you. I'm going to call you later.
All right, man. Yep.
All right, peace.
All right.
Yo. Podcast for Soul, man. Another dope episode. Shout out to my man, Mister, man. Good brother, man. And, you know, we got a lot of stories to tell, man. We spent a lot of time together, you know, working out and talking, man. So I like doing these shows. So listen, man, it comes right back to it. There's really no excuses. If you just joining the show now, go back and listen to the beginning of this man's story. And his story is, there's no excuses. You know, if you want something in this world, you got to get up and you got to go get it, man. And this was just another example of that. So we good, man. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Starting over from scratch, man. You could do it no matter what. This is not necessarily a prison show. Whatever has happened to you, if you've gotten a divorce, you've gotten fired from a job, your business failed, or whatever the case may be. Aiden Mel, I see you, man. It's Akuma. Mike Pippin, what's up? Quadrex. You know, you can start over, man. You can start over. And in a matter of 5 years, you know, a lot can change, man. And 5 years it's a long time, but it goes by just like that. So, you know, it's not really long like we think it is. So, Sean G, Podcast with Soul. Shout out to everybody. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.